Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Steve and Mike Show. Yes, that's right, we're back. My name is Mike Larkin, and joined by my side, as always, is my top dog, my homie G, the one, the only, Mr. Stevie Nicks. How are you, homie? We are back after a long absence.
Uh, yes, we are, and it's long overdue. I was telling you before we went on, it was just we somehow made it overdue again. So I don't know. I just we got. I miss it when we don't do it. Like I miss it when we don't do this. So I love that we're back doing this, and another episode going up to 80 now. Right, we're almost around 80. I think.
We're past it around 80. We're getting towards the 100 mark, going to be very, very soon. So, yeah, we're in the 80s. We got about 20 more to 100, man.
That is just really amazing. Um, yeah, I'm just happy to be back, man. I'm just happy to be back talking to you and doing what we do. And not a great week for me, Mike Larkin, as you know. Broke my ankle,
Yeah,
so I am immobilized for some amount of time. I'm a little bit of a cripple right now, Larkin. So you should feel bad for me because I have physical disability, and I'm a I'm a you should send me money, Mike Larkin, because I uh I can't move. So
So you want me to set up the GoFundMe for you? Somebody get you
yeah,
GoFundMe.
go
Yes.
fund me. Go fund my sedentary lifestyle.
Yes, of course. Now, all right, let's put this out here. I've always said this, and you just brought something up here. When people get hurt, I'm going to say this to all you folks. First of all, it's not cool to always get injured. It sucks when you get injured, when you're down for the count, so to speak. But not everything has to be a goddamn GoFundMe. Like honestly, like everything. You notice how everything always has to be like GoFundMe, GoFundMe this, GoFundMe that.
Well, I remember a few years back, like that was like the big thing. It was like everybody had to have like a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe. Like every like indie film had to be like crowdfunded by like GoFundMe or Kickstarter or whatever. And it was just like can't you just find your own funding for some of this shit? Like, hey, is that what you're trying to get at, my lawyer? Like, just find your own funding for stuff. Like, why are you just
There was,
asking
I
everybody
mean,
else for?
all right, and I understand for like funerals and stuff if you can't pay the expenses, which that's unfortunate because if you have a loved one who loses their lives,
Of
but
course.
it's just like man, like everything doesn't have to. It depends on the circumstances, is what I should say, but not everything has to be GoFundMe. I'm like y'all can fund this. Like sometimes a lot of them need to get off their lazy asses and maybe get a job. So we'll see. You know, there's a lot of lazy people.
Wow, Mike Larkin. Wow,
What?
wow.
What?
Lazy, get off their lazy asses and get a job. Wow, you have no sympathy for people, huh, Mike Larkin?
I don't know about that. I'm just saying some people, not all people.
Mike Larkin. I mean, I just think some people don't use things correctly. They don't use the system correctly all the time either, and it's just people are always trying to find a shortcut, right?
Yeah, and
Everybody's
everybody
always
wants to
trying.
run. Yeah, and everybody wants to run.
Everybody wants to run.
So they gotta strut that ass,
Strut, strut, strut.
strut that ass. But no, I mean,
That's why we have to lock the old people up in that video. That's why we have to lock all the old people up.
all the old people. I love the young people. Yeah, no, it's just the old people.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
First of all, you got to do it correctly. How many times do we got to teach you this lesson, old man? I love the young people. Can't you see he's
Oh
gonna kick my
man.
butt? Oh, so you like kicking butts, don't you? It's like you sending me
Oh,
Patrick stuff. I
man.
thought the core would help me change my life, sir.
Yeah, man. I mean, classic SpongeBob, man. I mean, you said talked about it before. You can't get much better than classic SpongeBob.
Well, they focus more on today's issues in the later episodes, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, look, I understand you want to focus on like issues that are more towards today, but I'm just like, it's not the same because of the world that we live in, where we're kind of more towards going the PC realm. And when we're day and age where everybody gets offended, it's the TikTok generation. But it's like nothing will compete to what we had back in the day. And we say this all the time, but there was more authenticity and there was more of originality back in the day of the fact of this is who we are, this is how it is, bada bing, bada boom, let's put out that doggone content. Now it's just
Well, it's just about having fun.
and
You know,
fun.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like back in previous generations, and I don't want to seem like the old cranky millennial in the room,
Mhm.
but I do feel like previous generations, like by not focusing so much on like social and political issues, like it was easier for us to just be like fuck it and just let it rip and just have a good time and not worry about so much crap. I mean, I realized that the world was different 20 years ago. I realized things were different back in the day, but like at the same time, like it just people worrying about too much stuff and it ruins everything. And they're trying to like put messages in everything now. And I just feel like we knew how to have fun, like Clark and us and like the previous generation. Like we knew how to have fun. Feel like millennials and like Gen X and some of the boomers were like it was just about going out and just having a good time, right? I mean, you tell me if I'm full of shit.
No, I agree because I mean, when I was a kid, like all I used to do was like after school, I used to love shooting hoops in the backyard with my dad or with my grandfather, God rest his soul. Like, I mean, like that stuff was just fun to us, you know what I'm saying? Or, if we played some kickball or if we go on to like, and do what we do, go to the playground and stuff. Like, we don't have that anymore. We don't have the Disney era of just, watching Disney stuff anymore. It's just more of the TikTok generation. We have more of the social media generation and streaks and Snapchat, which, hey, God bless you if you love it, but also at the same time, man, what the hell is it teaching you besides being a dude to do and making you more of a dumbass? Like, what the hell are you doing?
Well, I think that all social media is a tool,
It is.
and it's supposed to enhance your life, and it all depends on how you use it. And if it's not enhancing your life, it's not really doing you any good, then is it? A lot of people don't get that. A lot of people, even our age, don't get that. But I'm not gonna get into all the ages and the ageism stuff. I don't want to get too far down that rabbit hole because then next thing you know, we start going on these rants, and 30 minutes later, it's screw the boomers, screw the boomers. I know. Well, send them all away. Screw the boomer. No, I don't want to do that. But what's been on your mind, Mike Logan? What's been on your mind, dog? Instead of just letting me just ramble on about
Here's
crap.
what's
What are
happening
you?
in your neck of the Here's
What,
what's happening in your neck of the woods. Well, first and foremost, first of all, with everything that's going on in the world with Israel, I gotta just say, first and foremost, prayers and my God, I hate what the hell's going on today. And like you mentioned, social and political climate, and damn
what's
hate
going on in the world
the world
today?
today. People fighting, killing, ain't nothing but music. But yeah, no, I mean, thoughts and prayers to everybody in Israel. And I mean, just everything that's going on right now is just horrible. It's a tragedy. It's disgusting. And goddamn AEW. the everything that's been made Fox News, it made TMZ News for their anti-Semitic angle that they did on All Elite Wrestling.
What?
Okay, so MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, who is the world champion over there, they did an angle where the guys who he was feuding with, the Bang Bang Gang or the Billet Club Gold, if you will, Juice Robinson has a roll of quarters. Now he's known for using the quarters as well as like a weapon. It's like very old school wrestling. They had a roll of quarters and they hit you with it, right? So he has the roll of quarters and it has the name Friedman on it because obviously Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And the reason why it got controversial is because he was going to throw these quarters at him. And obviously MJF was in on this and he knows about it. He's like, you're not going to throw those quarters at me. So when MJF was a kid, and he's talked about this in interviews, and it's been very made much aware on the All Elite Wrestling program for Dynamite. When he was a kid, kids would bully him and throw quarters at him because he's Jewish. And what's going on in the world today with Israel, and like, you're really going to run this angle this week out of all the weeks. And I know MJF is much for anti-Semitism, you know what I'm saying, and being standing up for anti-Semitism, which I fully applaud. But god dang it, man,
You
back.
fully applaud standing up for anti-Semitism, Mike Larkin?
No, I'm saying he was saying like I'm against people who are anti-Semitic, MJF, because he's Jewish and he's been bullied. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what I heard you say, Mike Larkin. I heard you saying like you're like for anti-Semitism.
No, standing up against anti-Semitism.
Are you sure? I said Joe Montana.
Joe Montana was a quarterback, you crazy asshole. So the point is, AEW made Fox News and they made TMZ News for their anti-Semitic hate crime type promo. I know it wasn't trying to be that, but goddamn it, man, know the room. I mean, with everything that's going on during the week, they shouldn't have done it, but they did. So that angered me. because you don't do that stuff, especially with what the hell is going on in the world today this week, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a very unfortunate situation. There's a lot of complex issues going on here, and I'm trying to find a lighter angle to go to here because we're talking about a lot of like heady stuff today. Maybe it's because I have this pain in my ankle and I'm not feeling as jovial, and I'm just feeling things a lot more. Maybe in my heart, like I'm feeling myself. Like maybe like Beyonce, I'm feeling myself. You
Oh,
know
so
what I mean, dog?
you're like Blink-182. I'm feeling this.
Turn all the lights down low. I'm feeling
Feeling
this.
this.
Someone in the
I'm feeling it.
will show this time.
Yeah,
File fades in
in
the
the
summer.
summer.
Oh, that was a jam, Michael. Fucking.
Yes, it was, man. Blink
And
180.
then Tom DeLonge left the band to go chase aliens for 10 years or whatever.
And then he came back, and it's like, okay, woo. Here's my
And
thing.
then he came back,
Here's my thing with
but he's still chasing aliens too, though.
I know, but here's my thing with them. They are literally the dads right now, and you're still singing about teen angst. What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's like we've talked about this before, though. Fucking hasn't changed. Like it's like you guys are still singing about like going on your first date and going to taking a girl to a rock concert, and like, dude, you're 40. You're in your 40s. Like stop it. Like you're not going to the freaking sock hop anymore. Like just like stop.
Let's go
Stop.
to the hop, oh baby.
It's so
Let's go
sad.
to the hop.
Oh, that's old school, my brother. Damn, that's old school, pops. You need to keep
Gotta
your
keep your
pimp hand
pants
strong.
strong. Uh, oh man, but no, it's just I don't understand like that type of stuff. And I mean, we've said this before too about them. Like again, like you mentioned, you're in your 40s. You can't relate to this generation because this generation doesn't worry about allowances and going to the first date and the rock concert and all that anymore. Again, we
Well,
talk.
they're not really trying to relate to this generation though. They're trying to relate to their. It's really about like playing to their fans, and they just I guess their fans want to also pretend that they're still 16. So I don't know. I don't think a lot of like the newer the Gen Z kids, a lot of the newer kids really care that much about that. Like that you can put on something from like 2005 and they'll just be like, "Oh my god, it's so old."
Yep. Well, I mean, look at NSYNC doing the song "Better Place," which is actually very good. That was on the Troll soundtrack, and everybody is up in roar like,
I don't. I haven't.
"Shut up!" So the NSYNC reunion.
Because I listen to good music, my fucking.
shut up. So the it is a very good song. But here's my thing with that, man. It's just like a lot of people now NSYNC's gonna do a reunion. I'm like, no, they just did a song for the movie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't have a problem with them reuniting, but god dang, man, if you're doing stuff for just the movie, then you did it for the movie. It's cool to hear. I mean, I think they still got it, but I mean, that was it. You know, tis what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Michael Larkin, did you see that Adam Sandler's making a movie on kids movie, animated kids movie on Netflix? Did you see this? The Lizard movie?
I have seen some of this. Yes.
What are you doing? It's like, hey, what are you
Oh,
doing,
what are you
buddy?
doing, buddy? I'm sorry. I used to be a lot stronger.
Or in his case, sorry, I used to be a lot funnier.
Like, why? Like, why, Adam? Like, I mean, the last one of our jams with Adam Sandler was "That's My Boy." You know, we gonna get our dick sucked. Like, that was the last time you and I really enjoyed that an Adam Sandler movie that was funny, or at least somewhat tameable. You know,
Adultery is wrong.
that's not what he says.
What does he say then, Michael? You're always saying that's not what he says. And what does he say then?
Chad, adultery is bad, but
It's bad.
incest is fucked up. That's what he says.
What
Is that back in? I've
that back again? Because I've been waiting for that to come back.
What's up? And then friggin' Andy Samberg. What's up? Boo, that was terrible, Todd.
Ooh, that was
Terrible,
terrible,
Todd.
That's a great movie, dog.
It's a very underrated Adam Sandler movie. For those who've never seen That's My Boy. Andy Samberg, Tony Orlando, the whole nine.
Tony Orlando is like the fucking best in that movie, dog.
Oh.
He's still
He sleeps with the wife, and he's like, I had no idea about that incest thing.
Look at me, I'm a fountain.
Yep. So come on, Jamie, tell me. It can't be that bad. Oh. What? What? You fuck your brother? It's just it's so funny. Like for real, folks. If you've not seen that,
But the problem is like that was from like 2012,
yeah, 2011,
right?
2012, yes.
2011 is like, and it's so like how that's already like 10 years ago.
I know, right?
And how many movies has Adam Sandler put out since then?
Hardly anything. I mean, he did that one Halloween movie that he put around Halloween on Netflix.
No,
That was,
I don't mean good movies. I just mean movies.
oh,
Like,
movies. Yeah,
yeah,
nothing really. No.
yeah, no, it's just like just how many movies he's put out a lot, but it's all been crap.
Oh yeah. When did he really start with the crappy movies? I'm trying to remember because I know we've seen.
Well, I think it really like that's my boy really was like the only good one since 51st Dates.
Yeah, I could attest to that.
So like, I mean, really like he started to get really bad in like 2003.
So I remember seeing now Click. I remember seeing Click in the theaters with him, Kate Beckinsale, Christopher Walken, the whole
That
nine.
was okay. That
That was
click
all
was
right.
it was
Well,
all right. It's
here's
all right.
well, here's my thing with that movie. It goes from being funny to like incredibly sad. Like in the flip of like an hour, you know? It goes from being like
Like in the click of a button, Mike Larkin.
beautifully said. Um yes. Nick Swardson is also in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm young. You're kind of on the back nine. But yes. No,
What do you, Mike Larkin? What?
he was in that movie, Nick Swardson.
Okay.
That's what he says. He goes, well, I'm young.
Okay.
You're kind of on the back nine. That's what he says.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
But yeah, no, that was kind of meh. I mean, Eight Crazy Nights was always fun, but that was '02. That was good. Mr. Deeds, long.
That was '02.
Yes, that was '02. 51st Dates
It
was
was what '03, right? That was like
'03. Yeah,
'03,
'03.
'03, '04, and then that was it. Except
That was it.
that's my boy was the only one that was like decent after that.
Yeah, and then it just kind of went to hell for Adam Sandler. Jack and Jill was terrible with Al Pacino and his Dunkachino. So yeah, so it's also
Mm-mm-mm.
well, he was also doing and producing a lot of Happy Madison movies, if you recall, like The Benchwarmers with David Spade, John Heater, and Rob Schneider as the old guys playing baseball.
What didn't he do? Grown Ups, Mike Larkin.
Yeah, we'll get to Grown Ups in a second. But The Benchwarmers, it was very
I had to see that movie alone because of you, Mike Larkin.
we will
I
have
had to
sex in your
see.
car again. It will happen.
Are you Dirty Mike and the boys?
How do you know who we are? Police shithead. Oh shit, it's the cops. Run. Run. Rub your dicks on the car as you run away. You ruined my beautiful Prius. We will have sex in your car again. It will happen. Hey guys, we're gonna go in there. We're gonna get our poop shoots out. And we're gonna have us a good time with this here porn. Hey, are you Dirty Mike in the boys?
We're gonna have ourselves a little fuck party in this here breeze.
There's a dead raccoon and all that. You gathered all of that just for viewing. Oh god, yes. But no. I made you go see Grown Ups alone, yes.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mike Larkin. I had to see that steaming pile of dog doo doo.
You said thanks
on my own, like Patty LaBelle, Mike Larkin.
on my own. Why do I feel?
Hey, sniff doggy doo doo.
Well, you're also forgetting the one thing when you're saying like thanks a lot. I would have said this guy White Castle asked for my autograph, so I signed it. Dear Dave.
Dear Dave, thanks for the support, asshole.
Yes, I was Dave in that particular situation. Yes, because I fell asleep on the couch.
You're kind of always Dave, Mike Larkin.
Dear Dave, dear Stan, I want you, but you still may call it.
I left my phone, my pager, and my house at the bottom.
And my home phone at the bottom. Yes,
home phone at the bottom.
Oh god, that whole video, and then shut up, bitch! I'm trying to talk.
Dear Stan, I heard this story the other day of a guy who drove off a bridge with his girlfriend in the back truck. Oh, come to think of it, it was you.
Damn. He acted like Kevin Hart in friggin' Scary Movie. Whoa, you just said some pretty little shit. Damn. Just.
How can you wake up dead? No, if you go to sleep and then you die, so when you wake up, you're dead.
Damn, that's some powerful shit. You just made a fact right there. friggin' chest bumps and friggin' and then Kevin Hart falls down. Yes.
Oh man.
But yes, I made you go see Grown Ups by yourself because I fell
Yeah,
asleep.
thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. That movie was horrible,
It
my
was
fucking.
terrible. I didn't even see Grown Ups 2 either, which I'm glad I didn't because yeah, I
No,
saw
that's what I saw. I saw Grown Ups too. Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry, yeah. I didn't even see the first one, but yeah, paging Mike Larkin to such and such. I can't can only imagine what you had to go paging Mike Larkin.
You
Paging.
flat left me, dog. That's just you did me dirty, dog. You did me. That was cold. That
I
was cold.
I never meant to be so cold. I never meant to be so
Yeah, well, you were too busy sleeping on your couch.
Yep, it was. Well, the best was the Facebook afterwards. He's like, I'm still kind of mad at you, but I forgive you, and we'll go see the movie.
Oh, Mike Larkin. You
Yes.
know what we were talking? So it was my shout out to Jackie. It was Jackie. We celebrated Jackie's birthday because she was in
Happy
Italy.
birthday,
So
Jackie. Happy
we
birthday.
celebrated Jackie's birthday. We were talking about me and my sisters and Leah. We're talking about the shit that I used to do to them
Oh
in
yeah.
high school. When I would walk by, I used to. She's told me like I used to walk by their classrooms and like do the fake like walking down the stairs thing and like do like a moonwalk and do like an elevator thing. So I was walking by the room and they'd be like, "Oh my god!" And I read because I read Jackie's. I just happen to have in my phone Jackie's yearbook. What do you call it? Her the scribe or whatever she wrote in my yearbook.
The yearbook signatures.
Yearbook signature, and it was like talking about how like I would always like embarrass her during class or during lunch and stuff and things that I would do. And oh my god, I forgot. I really did forget some of that stuff. Like I was just I was a menace, Michael. I was a
So you did like the fake walking down the stairs and then fake coming back
menace.
up, like the whole nine thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would do like the moon. I would like moonwalk past. I would like moonwalk in the hallway. I would make sure they made eye contact with me. Like I made sure that they see me. Like you know, what I'm saying, dog. Eye contact is very important. Like fucking, I don't know if you know, but
Well,
I
you
had to let you know.
well, no, you used to come to my class resource room, man, and just yell down the hallway, and then Steven, get back to class. Yep.
Well, how come people always approach me like that, Michael? And it's like, how come I always like attract like the most angry people?
Well, I mean, you do make people angry.
Don't give me that don't give me that bullshit, Mike Larkin. Give me that I'll give you that well.
Well, I can't. I'm just a little
But
ugly.
I was worse to you. I was worse to you than I was to my sisters because I would walk by your room and I would go, yo,
Yo, Michael Larkin.
and of course, you know, whatever teacher you had in there would usually get upset.
Oh yeah,
Rightfully so. And I would have to get chased away.
it was hilarious. You used to do that also, and then just come into the lunchroom, yell it so loud as you do with your boisterous tone. So I get you.
Me? Boisterous?
Oh, no, see,
I, I have no idea what you're talking about.
here's the thing. I knew about the cafeteria stuff, but I did not know you used to moonwalk to their classes and friggin' you would go do the fake I'm going down the stairs and then let me rise back up. I had no idea about that.
What about there was did you hear about we were talking about the one time when me and so senior year, me and all my sisters were in school together
Yeah.
and we were in the hallway. We just happened to all be in the hallway one time and we got and one of the assistant principals who you remember was like, "Oh, hey, look, it's the whole Nicoforo clan." It's like, and he goes to me, he goes, "Hey, Steven, what are you doing in the hallway?" And I was just like, I was dropping the Cosby kids off at the pool, and Mike Logan, apparently, I can't say that anymore. If I said that today, that would be considered like racist.
Yeah, because they would cancel you in a heartbeat, my friend.
It was just, I'm just making a poop joke, like.
It's been a poop joke for years. Like, I got to drop the kids off at the lake.
And now it's racist now. You can't say anything now. But we were talking about me and you. I'm saying me and you were talking about
Yeah.
how I this is what we were talking about before. So I feel like all right, we can talk about this on the podcast. Me and you were talking about before how like some of the things that like we used to get away with a lot more when we were in school and they do. I guess this is the millennials are better than everybody else episode, my lord, because I keep going back to that for whatever reason.
Well, hold on,
This
hold
is
on. Wait a second. It's like a trap. I can't keep snapping back into it. It's like a trap. Heck, it's like got like a trap over me. It's like a bad.
man, why am I still talking to you?
Remember that I hate you. All right, man. Talk to your mom. All right, man. Talk to your mom. It's like a trance got on me, man. It's like that trance. I keep snapping back into you. Got like a trance on me.
It's like I keep going. I mean, really, I keep going back to it. But like, there were we've both have heard things
Yes,
that if you said them to, even if you said them out loud today, like you would get in so much trouble. Like, and that was just like, it's crazy, like how it doesn't feel like a lot of time has gone by. It doesn't feel like a lot has changed since then, but like
it has.
it has changed a lot. Like whether you want to admit it or not, like not all, obviously not all of it has been positive, but like it's not the same ball game that it was. And we were growing up and coming into a very different world. And I don't honestly like, if you want to get analytical about the way things are today, like I honestly don't think that most people could have really anticipated things turning out the way they are now.
Mm.
I mean, I mean, you think about it, like we were getting prepared, and like our teachers were trying to prepare us for like a very different world than what it is. There's a lot of things that have come up that we or nobody else were really prepared for. I mean, we could go all down the list with the economic situation and all of the different things that have happened that have influenced things since then. But like there was no way that we could have thought that like things would be the way that they are. And it's just it's kind of crazy where like you can prepare the next generation all you want, but it's still going to be just based on your experiences, and you can never anticipate like what the future is going to bring for these kids that are coming up now, because it's such a different world than even what we grew up in. And it's just like and I feel like the rate of change is just like, right, doesn't it feel like things are like changing a lot faster now? Maybe it's because maybe it's just as we're noticing it more, but like I just feel like there's so much to keep up with now. I feel like there's so much pressure on kids today because they're dealing with so much other, like so much crap that we didn't have to deal with. And it's just like I do kind of feel bad for them. Like I honestly, like I do kind of feel bad, and I give Gen Z a lot of credit too by Market. I mean, let's give them credit because they kind of know, they have a little bit of a better idea of what they're up against, because they've watched us deal with it, and we haven't really been able to do anything with it. So they know it's probably going to be the same for them, and they just kind of just want to do the best that they can. They kind of keep, most of them kind of keep their head down, and they just want a better life for themselves, and they want to do everything they can to try to make a comfortable and good world for them and their peers. And because I was in college with Gen Zers, my fucking, you know that, right? I mean, I was in college so long that I ended up starting to take classes toward the end with Gen Z kids, and I was actually pretty impressed with what I saw. For the most part, like I was actually pretty impressed. Like these kids are not, most of those kids are not obnoxious. They were not. They were very respectful. They were hardworking, and they understand that there's going to be pressures on them that are going to be very difficult, and in some ways almost impossible to get out from under. And they just want to do the best they can, and I give them full credit. I don't know. I don't know what we would have done if we were growing up now. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
I've been happy since 2010, since I've been out of high school, because with the way shit has gone down over the last 13 years. But I mean, look at the Gen Zers, like you mentioned, and I'll equate it to what you mentioned about college. Like, not every one of them are lazy fucks, but a lot of them are just, are nose to the grindstone and very hardworking. And there's a lot that want to make, like you
Yeah.
mentioned, not only a better life for themselves, but there's a lot of them that are respectful. And if you stay humble, that just goes and equates to life. Fucking stay humble, be respectful, be responsible, and the world is your oyster, as they say. But I'm saying,
Yeah.
don't fuck up. there's a lot of them that do fuck up, but there's also a lot of them that do the right thing. So I mean, you do the right thing and you're golden. But man, I feel you on that with everything that's going on there with the colleges and what you've been through as far as college wise, because I know you've been in there with the Gen Zers. So I mean, you have to find the right batch, the right bunch, if you will. So I think that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's crazy. We're living in crazy times, Mike Larkin. I mean, it's just you gotta just do the best you can every day, right? I mean, this is we always try to give some kind of inspirational quote. Do the best you can every single day. Give it total effort, and that's what a lot of these Gen Z kids do. Is that they understand kind of inherently, like from very early on, that it's important to give a good effort. I think that you appreciate things more when you have less and you have a lot more things working against you. Certainly, like millennials, we can relate to that too. But like they got it earlier. I think they had the benefit at least of watching us deal with this first, dealing with our shit first. You know, I give them credit, man. They're more prepared for the world than we were.
No, agreed. I mean, we get out of high school and we thinking where the world's going to go, and then shit happens like COVID and the economical stuff, like you mentioned, and
The
everybody like
phenomenal economical
the
stuff, my Larkin.
economical, yeah. But it's just what's interesting about that too is as well with your broken ankle. A couple of broken ankles, I'm feeling pretty phenomenal right now. The Cosmic Smasher.
The
I do
cosmic smasher.
I do this for her. I do this for Emma Bunton, aka Baby Spice of the Spice Girls. Like the
It's just the most white trash thing that like I've ever seen. Just it was a single picture, thumbtack to a wall
yep.
of like a the wood panel wall. I'm just like, oh my god, just this is so sad. It's
Well,
so sad.
well, you suicide blading on purpose, and then at the end of the episode, he gets grounded by his mom because the mom calls his mom. He cut himself. Nobody blades and cuts the. That was the thing. Not even besides a couple of broken ankles. Y'all can do what you want, but don't blade or cut yourself during the house. Don't blade yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't give yourself color. That's the only one rule that we have in the house. No color. No color. No gigging.
That was like the most white trash thing that I have seen like outside of Myrtle Beach, which is white trash Miami. I'm so proud. I
Wow.
am so proud that I thought of that, Mike Larkin. You have no idea. And everybody, I started trying it out with like my friends, and I tried it out at the party tonight. And they're like, "Yeah, it kind of is white trash Miami." Now that you think about it, like that's actually pretty good. So it's gaining traction now, Mike Larkin. So I think that calling Myrtle Beach white trash Miami is going to stick.
It's not. Well, I'll say this: out of all the Carolinas, there's some still white trash here. We'll say that. But I mean, it's the tourist capital of the world, and if you've never been to Myrtle Beach, you should because the ocean.
Myrtle Beach is the whoa. I'm gonna call bullshit on that. Yeah,
What are
bullshit.
you talking about?
Myrtle Beach is not the tourist capital of the world, Mike
Absolutely,
Larkin.
man.
Where the hell did you get that?
Whoa, where the fuck did that come
Where
from?
the
I
fuck did
mean, I
How
mean,
come I never hear you say?
I just want to be with. What is it with punk rock songs where they have to just like the punk goes pop thing is just first of all you're singing Kelly Clarkson like for real, and then you have to add the oh to it. It's like with Escape the Fate with Smooth. Oh,
Well, that was screamo. That was the whole screamo thing, Mike Larkin. That's what they did for like 5, 7 years or whatever. That was the whole thing. Like when we were in school, it was like the emos and the screamos and all that bullet for my Valentine stuff. I'm just like,
Avenged Sevenfold.
it's like just stop it.
It's
Just,
all right.
just
I heard Backcountry the other day, and I instantly smiled, and you know why? Just because of the reason
I
for.
know why. Yes, I know why.
But I mean, it was a very popular song in middle school. Like Backcountry was popular, and then they tried to come back in 2008 with Nightmare. Now your Nightmare
Wait,
comes.
hold on. Oh, go back to what we were talking about. But don't change the subject, Mike
What are you
Larkin.
talking about?
Where did you get that Myrtle Beach is the tourist capital of the world?
I just wanted to see your reaction. I know it's not. No, no, it's not. I just wanted to see your reaction.
No, no, it's
Is that a serious question? No, no, it's not.
is it true that if you use it, you lose it? You know what's the most I don't know if we talked about this. We probably have. but I wanna just. It's such a great movie. We have to talk about it
We
again. If you're
talk
gonna
about
bring it up,
yeah.
we talk about it all the time. But if you're gonna bring it up, we might as well just talk about it. Though I had like 5 things I wanted to talk about today, and I've forgotten all of them with all the crap that's been going on in my world.
Yeah.
So let's just go with the flow here, and just I'm playing it very fast and loose today, Mike Larkin. The thing about that scene that it makes it just so much better, and like just it adds a whole new dimension to it, is that Steve Carell's real life wife,
He's a lucky
the
dog.
the woman running the
The clinic.
sexual the sexual education program, whatever it is, that's his real wife. That makes that scene so much better. Right, Mike Larkin, right? It makes it, and also like they improvised a good portion of that dialogue too,
Mm-hmm.
which which makes it which makes it even more amazing.
My
Mike
daughter,
Larkin, you
my,
know what I mean? It's just
my daughter, for lack of a better term, is dumb. How do I stop her menstrual cycle? You want to stop her menstrual cycle? Yeah, just like for a few years. Yeah, I don't think that's such a
I
good idea.
don't think that's just a good idea.
You know what you're doing? You're putting a pussy on a pedestal. That's the
That's
second
the
time I've
second time
heard
I've
that.
heard that
What does that
today.
pussy on a pedestal even mean?
What does that
Ah,
even mean? Yeah, yeah. We're virgins too.
the whole thing. Oh, the whole thing. And then he's talking. Then she's like talking about there's masturbation, play with yourself, mutual masturbation, play with a friend, dry humping. And then he looks at her. You can dry hump.
can, can you get all this information on your website? Yes. Okay.
Yes. And then he's like, well, you can do outer course. She goes, outer course, what's that? Oh, and he goes, oh, that sounds nice.
It's just,
great.
it really. I mean, that is just a great movie all around. Mike Larkin.
I got to say, with how we talk about this, all that, and I've also kind of noticed this about you and I being the best friends that we are. My top dog, my homie G for life. Yay, yay. I say this all the time, but we're practically at the stage in our friendship where we're practically married because it's like, okay, we're going to talk about.
No,
Yes,
no,
yes,
no,
yes, it is.
no.
Yes, why?
I'm not. No, we're not. We're not doing that. We're
What?
not doing the. We're an old married couple. No, no. Mike Larkin. Mike
Yeah,
Larkin. I know. I know you're trying. You're trying to pave the way. You're trying to uh, get everyone like acclimated to like us being like a thing, Mike Larkin, and then like
not
next thing
really.
you know, you're gonna be like, oh my god, we're so much like a married couple. We just might as well be a real couple.
I never
No, we're
said.
not. We're not doing that, Mike Larkin. We're not doing that.
Well, it is. We're
I
actually not
know.
in our friendship.
I
We
know
really
what your
are.
game plan is. I know
No,
what your
it's
game
not.
plan is.
No, no, it's not.
Yeah, this
So
is where this is how this stuff starts, Mike
no,
Larkin.
it
You're gonna be
doesn't. You we're
this,
at that
this
part.
is what
We are at that
this
part.
is what girls do. This is what girls do when they're trying to like chum up to the guy that they like, and they're just friends at the moment,
It's
and
not.
they're trying to make it more than that. So they go like, me and you have so much in common. We're just like an old married
No, we
couple.
are though, bro. Because we
We
talk about the same
complete each
shit.
other's
We
sentences,
do
and
talk about the same shit. We do that. We're at
we
the
just
point
we
where
talk about the same shit
stop it.
all the time. We have so much in common, and we spend so much time together. It's like we might as well just like call ourselves like an old married couple, and then it's just like an
I'm
old couple, and then like you're
I'm
just
not
calling yourselves just we're just a couple now. It's like why
just
don't we start? Why don't we just start putting labels on it?
how about you just stop? No, I'm not
This is
saying
what they do. This is what they do, my friend.
I'm not, but I'm saying it really, really are at that point where we just talk about a lot of the same stuff over and over. We're getting to that point. We are.
But we're don't do not compare us to an old married. People were doing that to us since high school. First of all,
That is very true. I'm not gonna lie. All right,
this is not
you
this
got me.
is
That's
not
an awesome
anything
nickname.
new.
All right, you got me. That's an awesome nickname. But I mean,
On the Magic Man,
now you see me. Now you don't.
that's a dumb nickname. Is it, Ricky? Or are you just mad that you didn't think of it first?
All right, you got me. That's an awesome nickname. The best part as well. Hold on. Abracadabra, Holmes. This shit's all hot bother. I love you. I love you. Come on, baby. Let's go.
they're they're gonna call Dale Dad now. I've been gone for 3 hours.
I was gone for 3 hours. Then it just fired me from the team. Friggin', are
Look
you
in the
asking?
mail because you're my best friend. You're gonna be my best man.
I'm not going to be your best man. Why? Why you wrecking my life? Oh, the whole thing. And then he's like, are you asking me for a divorce? And then the kids, yay, 2 Christmases.
Anarchy,
I
anarchy.
don't even know what it means, but I love it. My teacher asked me today what the capital of North Carolina is, and I said Washington, D.C. Bingo. She said, no, you're wrong. I said she had a lumpy butt, and then she yelled at me, and I pissed in my pants. Sounds like a good day.
Shut up, Chipper. I'm gonna be on you like a spider monkey. Are you gonna let them talk to me like that? I'm their elder.
I sure as hell am, Chip. The only thing that you ever done with your life is make a hot daughter. That's it.
No, he says, I sure as hell am, Chip. The winners.
Winners get to do whatever the hell they want.
Well,
If we wanted to name them some wussies, we would have named them Dr. Quinn and Mitchell. Oh, but no, see, that is still even so great, even though that came out long time ago, 06. But like, it fits. It fits, man. But no, I know. First of all, you are very true on that, folks. I think you can even attest to this, and we joke a lot. And then you had to turn this into like we're the fucking Notebook. We have been carried like
you turn this into like we're the Notebook. I didn't bring that up. You started with the whole married couple bullshit.
Is it, or are you just trying to flip the script on me? I mean, I know. Are you trying to start a fire with your thoughts? Are you trying not only to do that, but are you trying to? I'm not really sure about your tactics.
Help me, Jesus.
Help
Me,
me,
Jewish guy.
help
Me, Oprah Winfrey.
Oh my God! To let the invisible fire burn my friends. But no, it's
help me, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, save me with your witchcraft.
No, the best is he's like, I don't even know, I'm not sure about your tactics, so I'm just gonna stand here and look tough. That's the thing though. No, we have been literally called like a married couple since high school. That is actually very true with how we act, because they see us. You know what? People hate us because they ain't. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm gonna flip the script on you and use your words. They hate us because they ain't us, because they see our friendship.
Do you know what it is, Mike Larkin?
What is it?
They can't handle all this, Mike Larkin.
Oh, you can handle this. Oh, can you handle this? I don't think you can handle this. Woo!
Woo!
So yeah, that's how we are, folks. It's been down since day one ish. So oh man,
this has been an interesting one so far. I don't know if I don't know if this is going to be the most entertaining one, but it's definitely been interesting. Let's put it that way, Michael.
Oh yeah, I mean, we go through everything from highs, lows, and then we just forget what the hell we're talking about. We just go off like we do, but we wouldn't have it any other way. And we thank you for those that do listen. And I'm gonna say right now, folks, 628 subscribers here on the YouTube channel. Sub to this channel, sub to the Clips channel. You want to get it up, man. Get these numbers up and check out what we do, because we love what we do.
You gotta pump up those numbers. Those are rookie numbers, Mike Larkin.
I'm trying to get them up, man. I know.
No,
those.
I'm doing Wolf of Wall Street, dog. Keep up.
You know what I got to say about you and keeping up?
What's up, Mike Larkin?
Knock, knock. Who's there? Go fuck yourself. So, still one of the greatest.
That's the best scene in like the whole movie. Mike
It is. Knock, knock. Who's there? Go fuck yourself. Oh, but no.
Vintage Tom Hanks.
Yes, vintage Tom Hanks. Vintage. But I will say about a lot of the stuff, you made me watch American Dad, the episode about Shaggy.
Oh, that's right. That's what we were going to talk about.
In the multiverse. I thought it was funny. I really did. I thought it made me laugh. The schematics and saving the world, and Shaggy was the one behind the multiverse.
But I think they were making fun of Rick and Morty a little bit. But the point of it was Mike Logan. Shaggy.
DJ. But it was funny. I laughed at everything. But she caught me on the counter. It wasn't me. And then they punch him and he's all tied up and all that. And they're singing it wasn't me. And you're my angel. You're my darling angel.
Closer than my peeps you are to me.
Rate it. No, I thought it was funny. From the American Dad episode you showed me, I thought it was very funny, killing all the Steves and all the universe just to be loved and whatnot. I thought it was
My
funny.
Logan, why don't you watch American Dad? Logan, you have to start watching American Dad.
Well,
This
I'm
is the
not
whole point.
well, I'm
Is
not
you
like
no no it's a great show. And there's so many things that like we could laugh about. Like Logan, they like it's so us. It's so like up our alley. Like that's like so our humor. Like they sing songs and they constantly like make reference. Oh my god, it was such a good show, my
yeah, I know
Larkin.
you like it because he's sitting in the car, they're watching porn and smoking weed and having the marijuana. I know you enjoyed that part very much.
That's I don't know what you're talking about, Mike Logan. Those I don't know what you, porn and weed. What? I don't do not me.
Big
What?
giant, big giant box of porn, Andy. This is just
Meanwhile, it's that was 2003, and he's still trying to give him a box of VHS tapes.
yes. This is Boner Jams 03. Just scenes I was filming in the summer of 2003.
That's everybody was framing. That's just a good show. Yeah,
No,
no,
it's
it's not.
I love Miss Gertie to death, but the fact that we had to watch that in Italian class, the Italian episode where they go to Rome, God, that was one of the worst experiences in middle school. Was watching that show.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I hate it when like people be like they see like horrible shows like that. And they're like, you should watch this stuff. Oh my god, it's so much like My Family. Like, oh my god, My Family is so much like this.
No,
Uh, it's like, dude, first of all, your family must suck then. And second of all, this is not something you should like. This is not a show like you should be like. I don't know. I don't know. People don't have people. A lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't get it. I don't know.
I don't get.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't either. I was not into that. I mean, I remember this is also around the time when. So we went to the Liberty Science Center for a field trip. I remember getting on the bus and they rented the buses and we drove all the way to New Jersey. And like the movies that they brought, oh god, like I remember we watched My Favorite Martian. Somebody brought My Favorite Martian with Christopher Lloyd on it from like 99 and I'm like, okay, that was a weird choice of a movie to put on here and they brought like other couple movies, but I'm like My Favorite Martian out of all the movies
well,
you
it was weird.
I put them both apart, but no, just like My Favorite Martian was just like, have you seen that movie? Like with Christopher Lloyd, it was
I think I saw that in the theater.
yeah, it was something. Yeah, no, not my favorite movie. It's like
My I think my favorite Martian was actually, I think, a show, a
it was
TV
originally
show in the '60s, right?
yeah, it was originally a show and then they made it to the movie. It's like The Day the Earth Stood Still came from like a 40s movie and then Keanu Reeves in like later years.
Yeah, I don't know. That was an odd movie, Mike Clark. I don't know.
It was, but yeah, I remember those on the friggin' just going on the field trip. A couple now the song that was out around the time that the girls sang a lot on the bus, and I'm gonna take it back for everybody, including you, my homie G. It was a one-hit wonder. It was the Click Five, just the girl I'm looking for was out at the time when we run on that Liberty Science Center. And I can't help myself and don't want anyone else.
Yeah.
And the principal in that movie and then that music video was Christopher Knight, who played Peter Brady, who I can't look at Peter Brady ever the same again from My Fair Brady, but it's like it's the physicalization of my worst fear. Like your wife, your hot wife, took a photo of her and her friend naked at a photo shoot, and you're getting all bent out of shape because she sent that to you for your birthday and you're calling your wife a lipstick lesbian. Are you fucking serious right now, Peter Brady? You had a Peter Brady moment with your pork chops and applesauce. Oh, that's why I can't look at Christopher Knight the same, but good lord.
Look at you, Mike Larkin, like getting all indignant about the not cool guy, Mike Larkin. Look at you hiding up all the evidence, Mike Larkin.
See what you did there, but yes.
Do you know what I am saying, Mike
I
Larkin?
do believe I know what you were saying, yes. Good old porn. Yeah, but no, I mean it's just it is what it is. But yeah, I mean
Savannah Sutherland, Mike Larkin.
Serena. So the fact of the matter is
See,
hey,
he knows her name, everyone. He knows what her name is.
there you go. So I mean the fact of the matter as well is I mean we had a lot of great shows on Celebrity. We had
The truth is, Mike Larkin, you're a pervert just like me.
oh man,
Now, don't you want to grow up to be just like me?
I've been with 10 women that had HIV. Now don't you want to grow up to be just like me?
what is that? Something I have a disease. It burns when I pee.
That's not what he says.
What does he say?
I have genital warts and it burns when I pee. Now, don't you want
Now,
to
don't
grow
you
up
want to
to
grow
be
up to be
like me?
just like me? Yeah.
Angry Eminem was the best. But the point I was trying to make, the celeb reality shows that we had, from My Fair Brady to The Surreal Life, and to one of our jams that somebody posted on Instagram that they should bring back, not even for like a rerun or a redo, what have you, but put on the older episodes. The I Love the 90s. I love the 90s. Part
For
two.
all I know, this porn stuff is just a cover anyway. For all I know, so I'm not gonna get too. I'm not gonna build you up too much because this could almost be a ruse on your part. Acting straight. You guys like to act, right, Michael Clark?
Shut up. Like, for real, it's not funny. So the celebrity celebriality point of the show here. But I love the 90s, man. Like, I miss some of those stuff. The I Love the series were really good, and they should really do a lot of reruns of it. Just put it on. Just put it on VH1 instead of the crap you have. You know what I'm saying? Because those were our jam.
You know what though, like it's just tell all of television is hopeless at this point. It's all going to streaming and web services. It's like it doesn't even matter what they put on there anymore. I mean, those channels died a long time ago, but it doesn't really matter what they put on there because no one's really watching it anyway.
Doesn't really matter. My love for you, my dreams come true.
Are
Janet
you trying
Jackson.
to sing, Mike Larkin?
Yeah, Janet Jackson. It doesn't matter what.
It sounded like a cat being molested or something. I don't know. That sounded like a cat and like having like dry heaves or something. That wasn't a that wasn't anything like musical or anything. That was painful. Ugh.
Can I just say one thing? You
What's
sound
that,
like
Mike
you
Larkin?
got peanut butter on the roof of your mouth.
What you're referring to is my accent. I am French. Everybody, this is my husband, Gregory.
Sweet
Did he
Lord.
just say husband?
Sweet Lord, Dennett hired a gay Frenchman to make your teeth make. Just say I love crepes. Are those the really thin pancakes? Yeah. Oh my God, I love those.
Oh, getting busy. Oh.
Room's starting to spin because of the gayness. Ricky, oh God. Well, the best is where he's like, he will not break my arm because I'm going to slip out of it. Well, all right. I do not want to break your arm, Mr. Bobby. Break it, Pepe Le Pew, as you wish. And he actually did it.
Ricky, you are not paralyzed.
I'm so paralyzed. Don't you stick that knife in your leg.
I hope that you have children and then something happens and then they get paralyzed and then you have to know how that feels having the paralyzed. Don't you bring that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Michael Clark Duncan, yes. Hey, Glenn, Glenn passed away. That that little son of a bitch wanted you to go out there and win it for him because he loved you. And then he comes in. What the hell, Glenn? Was he crying? Like faking his death to try to freaking hype him up. Oh Lord.
Doctor, I've been thinking a lot about it and I've decided that I want to pull the plug.
Ma'am, they didn't tell you he's not dying. Your husband's just taking a nap. I've never seen him like that before. Oh man. But yes, besides the fact that you made me watch American Dad, we did watch Black Mirror.
Well, what do you think? Well, since we're kind of talking about this, not
Okay.
really, but kind of, what did you think of it though? Like, would you actually watch American Dad, Mike Larkin? Like, would you actually like?
Well, if you
Like,
tell
I pressure you to watch the show, but like, would you actually watch it? Like, that's why I wanted you to watch it because I felt like this would get you to want to watch the show because, Shaggy, Mike Larkin.
Shaggy, if you suggest good episodes, I will tell you what I think. How about that? If you send me some episodes, I will watch them because you never steer me wrong.
But Mike Larkin, I would end up sending you every episode.
Well, just the good ones, and I'll let you know what I think.
Every episode's a good one, Mike Larkin.
All right. Well, whatever.
It's American Dad, Mike Larkin.
Well, that's you. I don't really watch a lot of adult cartoons anymore. That's your jam. That's not my jam.
Mike Larkin, but it's so good.
I only got one thing to say about you and Pigeon, and thank you with Trevor. Shut up, Trevor Burbick. Fucking Trevor Burbick and Mike Tyson Mysteries.
That is you and me, Mike Larkin. That literally is you and me.
Absolutely, that was one of the best. Well, we have,
and that's a great show. Why don't you you like that show? Like the same type of show.
Because I don't have a lot of time on my hands, man. So I try to do what much as I can. It ain't much, but it's all I got.
you need to unwind every now and then, Mike Clark. And you work too hard sometimes, man. You just gotta just take it easy sometimes. You know what I'm saying,
Take
dog?
it easy,
Just
take
go
it
with the flow.
Yes. Yes. Well, I will say this about going with the flow. We will flow right into this Black Mirror, man, because I gotta say, you never steered me wrong with this. I enjoyed it.
Mike Larkin, isn't that a great show, Mike Larkin? I mean,
Yeah.
come on, dog. Like, so you watched the whole season,
No, well for this one that you made me told for this season, yeah. The 5 episodes, yes.
and was good shit, right, Mike Larkin? I mean, come on, dog, right?
I like the one where they're both in space, and the fact of the matter is, like, him on Earth dies, and he's stuck up there, and then he uses his little thing to go down there and be with his.
They're like fake bodies,
Yes,
so they can still live on Earth, and that was Aaron Paul, right? Aaron Paul and what's the other guy?
I forgot his name, but I just want to say that that one was one of my favorites, just because of the fact, like, you could tell, like, he misses being down there, and he's drawing her, and then he finds out, and he's getting pissed, and he's like, he's not gonna keep using my thing anymore. And then he friggin' yells at him and just goes back at him because he could see.
Because he was falling in love with his wife.
Yes, exactly. Like,
Which is who is that? That's that was what, Kate Mara or something like that,
hey,
right,
Aaron,
Mike
yeah.
Larkin?
Yeah, but that's the thing too, man. And then he just,
He was having special feelings, Mike Larkin.
he was, and then he goes down and absolutely mollywops and kills the kid and her, and then they just sit together, and he's like, "Now you know how I feel." Like that whole friggin' episode was like just epic.
That was a gangster ending, Mike Larkin. I mean, honestly, like,
Pulls the chair up, just boom.
pretty gangster, pretty hardcore. I mean, I would know because I'm from the streets and I have tons of street cred. That's a pretty hardcore gangster ending, Mike Larkin.
Just because someone in Philadelphia noticed your shirt, you think you're hardcore.
That's not why. That's not why I have street cred, Mike Larkin.
I understand. It's okay.
Mike Larkin. That was just one of the things that you saw. Okay, dog. There's other things, Mike Larkin. The homies love me. Let's put it that way, Mike Larkin. The homies, they love me.
You're like the fake
Okay.
friggin' Russian who's on the friggin' team on Utah Jazz and Celtic Pride. They love me, man. They love me. The homies, they love me. That's you. Hello, Mr. Deion Sanders. It's your 3 a.m. wake up call.
No, it's more like me. I'm a star. They love me, Lee. Come on, man. I'm a star. Oh,
Come
man,
on, Lee Shimona. Come on, Lee Shimona.
That is the best scene in that whole movie, Mike Larkin. They ruined a classic.
They're killing a classic. But yes, that episode I enjoyed. I like the one where they're in Scotland and he's doing the documentary. And, well, he finds out that his mother and father were the ones that killed all
You're
those.
giving away all the spoilers, by the way. We should mention that these are, if you haven't seen Black Mirror,
Spoilers. Whatever.
We're doing the spoilers, and you should probably not have listened to this whole section, but
Well,
whatever. It's still worth. It is still worth it. Even if you know the ending, it is still worth a watch. It is still very interesting. That was the one where well, I think it's actually Ireland, Mike Larkin.
No, so it was Scotland. It was not Ireland. It was Scotland.
No, it was, what?
Scotland.
No, it was what?
It was Scotland. They were in Scotland.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Scotland, Ireland. You know what? It's all the same shit, Mike Larkin.
Wow. Okay, so they were in Scotland.
They were somewhere in the UK.
Don't be hating on our UK peeps.
I'm not. I'm just saying they were somewhere in the UK.
I will always say this about the UK. I'll be honest with you. My dad has started doing it, and because it's been on here, and I hate it, and I just laugh at him, and I shake my head. Like, why are you watching the Premier League? Like, why? Why are you watching the Premier League? My dad will do that sometimes and watch that shit. I'm like, why? Why?
Why you wanna watch soccer?
Greg, it's soccer. It's soccer.
If I want to watch a bunch of guys struggle to score for 90 minutes, I'll go with my friends to the bar.
Yes. Well, the funny part about that too reminds me of Greg. It's soccer. It's soccer. Fuck you, man. Hey, Greg, why don't you go piss your pants again? That was in like 3rd grade, asshole. People don't forget. So
true, Mike Larkin.
Yes, but yeah, no, they were in Scotland and they make this documentary, and it turns out that the kid's mother and father were the ones who killed all these people, and they're like sick dominatrixes and whatnot. And then the mother hangs herself, and he wins an award for this great documentary, the documentarian, and just, yeah. It's a sick one. It's very interesting though. It really caught me
He
off.
well, I mean, it's a great example of someone who sells their soul, right?
Yep.
I mean, he sold his soul. He got what he wanted, but had to pay the price of knowing these horrible, gruesome secrets, these skeletons in the closet that his parents didn't want him to really know about.
He's got some skeletons in his closet. I don't think that no one knows them. I'm sorry, Mama. I never
I
meant to
never meant to hurt
hurt
you.
you. I
I
never
never meant to make you
cried
cry, but
tonight. I'm cleaning.
angry Eminem, dog.
Yep, Angry Eminem. But no, that one was good. The Selma Hayek one was kind of for me. I like Selma Hayek.
I enjoyed the part where she took the big dump in the church by Clarkin.
I know. Just I know you want to fuck with me by saying that. That's okay. Um,
What? I'm just bringing up a scene that I enjoyed, and you think that it has a. Do you think everything has to do with you, Mike Larkin?
yes,
You think it's all about you? Do you think it's all for you, Mike Larkin?
you really want it. It's all for you. If you really need it, it's all.
How about I'll just say this. I'll just say this, Mike Larkin.
The one time
You
you go
can,
Catholic.
yes, and also you Catholics ruin everything.
First of all, that I'm not that bad. I know you're just joking, but I mean, yeah, I don't do that with the church.
Or
Okay. So the fact of the matter is like the church, she craps in the church. Very nice. And the fact of the matter is like, there's different dimensions of her and like she's on TV and you can watch her on
it's all the quantum computers, Mike Larkin.
just
It's
yeah.
it's all those quantum compute. It's all that mind control.
I was a Navy SEAL. I was the
I
governor
was the
of
governor of
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Why won't they let me in? Why won't they let me see it? Because you don't have clearance, Jesse.
If you're a Navy SEAL, you should know, and you were a governor, you should know how these things work. You should know how security clearances work. Like,
Maybe we should put a wrestler in the White House. No. So the fact of the matter is, that episode was kind of meh for me. Like it was all right. I wasn't like the biggest fan of that one. I thought it was okay. That was the only one I was kind of like mad with. I mean, it was interesting, but it was all right.
uh,
What do you think?
no, I actually found it really interesting because, like, this is the thing that makes this show so great is like this is stuff that could very much well be a reality
In the
in
future.
the very near future, not just the future, the very near future. And that's that's probably the scariest part of the whole show is that we are not too far off from the things that are being depicted in this show, and that I think is the most scary thing of all. I mean, it is a very it's supposed to make you think, and it's a very creepy, scary show. But the scariest part is how realistic it can be, and that I think is why it's such a good show. It really resonates with people because like this is something that we actually have to think about because we might be living in this world in not too much time. So that's one of the honestly that's the one of the things I love about it too. Honestly, right? I mean,
True. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, the only other two that we watched we'll talk about the demon one first because I mean, world's gonna end. You gotta kill off these people. She killed off the pervert, the molester, if you will. She kills off all these people, but I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? She's like, all right, fuck it. I'll go with you. The world's gonna end. And it ended. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she was,
that was the movie. That was the movie one.
yeah, that one was very interesting.
The retro one that takes place in London in 1979, and the is dressed up from the guy from Boney M,
Yep.
which is a Euro disco band. Um, it was pretty interesting. It was pretty like made you think, right? It makes you think.
Yeah, I mean, if the world's gonna end, like you talk about immediate future, you never really know how much time there is left and what goes on there, and really, people have done what they've done. It's very interesting to really put that to that mindset, and really articulate and really fathom what the heck is going on, man. But I mean, the other one there, I gotta put out over, man. The girl turns into a werewolf, and yeah, they think she's like in rehab, but nope, nope, not so much, not so much. I like that one.
Because she was doing them drugs, Mike Larkin. She got some bad drugs, Mike Larkin.
Yep, and then she gets bit by the werewolf, and yeah, she turns into a werewolf, and It was interesting, man. Like they shoot her, they can't kill her, the whole nine. But it was very, or do we know if she killed her? Because we don't see what happens there. But I mean, I liked it for the fact that I wasn't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't expecting this werewolf thing. I mean, it was suspending the disbelief, but I liked it. It surprised me.
It's all about that one took place in the '90s, Mike Larkin. Do you remember? Did you notice that? That was a '90s one.
Yep.
Or no, that was a 2000. Was it like 2004? Yeah, it was 2004. Like and like they're talking about like Tom Cruise and like Surrey. Still be Tom Cruise, save me with your witchcraft,
Yep. I
right?
noticed.
And it's all about the paparazzi. Like that episode was like all about how like crazy the paparazzi can get, and people can just get way too obsessed with celebrity and just not be so inconsiderate about people's privacy and uh I thought that made some broader points like that was really interesting about how where is the line for like between like human decency and like taking things like way too far, because like really like those guys would have never been in that situation if they just weren't constantly pressing for like the big picture and like or the big score to get a picture of this celebrity.
That's the thing.
And
People don't mind
yeah,
their own businesses. No, that's the thing. You're absolutely correct. It's just people also don't mind their own businesses, and we got to get all up in the mix, so to speak. So it's just like you reap what you sow. Sometimes they got to cut you down, and they got cut down. So it is what it is. But yeah, I did enjoy Black Mirror, man. I thought it was a good season. Thank you as always for sending that over and sending it my way because you never steer me wrong. So thank you.
Mike Larkin, I only watch good shit. So, like, you should always like try to get into the stuff that I'm into, because then first of all it'll make you cooler. And then we'll have more stuff to talk about because we'll have more references. We'll talk about the same stuff, It's like
Well, no, I mean, first of all, stop with the making me cooler. I am me, and I like who I am. So stop it. You know what I'm saying with your cooliness? Am I not turtly enough? Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Turtle, turtle. Uh,
that movie was a disappointment.
it was. Even Jenna Esposito cannot save that movie.
Jennifer Esposito, Mike
That's what I
Clarkin.
said.
Get
Jennifer.
it? Get it right.
That's what I said. Jennifer Esposito.
Said Joe Montana.
Montana was a quarterback. You crazy asshole. But yes, Jennifer Esposito.
Oh, oh, Mike Clarkin. I know one of the things I wanted to talk about.
Hit me.
So it came out that we now, I mean, I don't know, probably everybody's talking about this anyway, but like I figure we could probably talk about it too because we talked about the beginning of it. We now know why Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars.
Oh yeah, wasn't it Jada Pinkett's writing a book and they've been separated since 2016?
No, well, no. So here, this is what I heard. So apparently, when it looked like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith were going to get a divorce, apparently Chris Rock tried to ask her out, tried to ask Jada Pinkett Smith out
Wow.
on a date, and Will Smith, I guess, found out about it, and then they, patched their marriage up, and then he wasn't. I mean, Chris Rock was. She said that he was very respectful. He wasn't trying to like, she was like, no, we're not divorced. He was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry about that. But like, I guess like it rubbed Will Smith the wrong way, because Will Smith has already been kind of like exposed as a beta, and is kind of like they call him like a beta and like a cuck and all this stuff, and it's just I think that like his image was already damaged, and then like this only like I guess he was always very insecure, and this added to like the insecurity. And
Well,
so I guess when that happened, when he was like trying to like have fun with her, like make a joke about her, like he was like, oh shit, I got to make a stand in front of it, because he's like, it wasn't a big deal, but he's like talking about his wife on actual television, so he's like, oh, I got to do something, and then he's probably still pissed about the whole asking her on a date thing. Um, and also like I think he was trying to act like Tupac, Mike fucking.
well, that was my thing I was going to say because you brought up a great point. When she goes from Tupac to Will Smith, That is that's a 180.
Tupac was her one that got away. Tupac was the one that, and she said, like, that's the worst part, is she said as much. He was the one that she never got over.
I saw that. Well, first of all, what you're referring to, I did see the interview where she's talking about her book, and I know she did mention that. I know that's in the book. I have no desire to see to read that book, but okay. Yeah, I mean, with her and Tupac, it was pretty obvious. I mean, there was that episode of A Different World back in the day, which is very memorable. For those who've never seen it, check out A Different World. Classic show, classic show. But yeah, man, I mean, you incorporate that from television to what we had in real life. So I get it.
I mean, it's so it's so crazy. Like, she was just to go and say that, and like have everyone like that had like that there's no like that absolutely messed with Will Smith's head.
Mm-hmm.
It would mess with any man's head, to be honest. Like, if you were married to a woman and she's like openly talking about like the one that got away and how like she's still kind of in love with them, like that's gonna obviously bother you.
Gonna fuck up the psyche is what that's gonna do.
It absolutely will, and I think that's what happened. That's what happened to Will Smith. Is like she would, and between the open marriage stuff and all of his stuff, it was just like he really messed him up psychologically with like some of the shit that she pulled, and he never really recovered from that. Now he's banned from the Oscars for the next 8-9 years.
I mean, for me, it's like when they came out with that song "A Thousand Kisses," which samples Luther Vandross is "Never Too Much," and they're all happy and
How
they're.
are you gonna go talking about Luther Vandross, Michael Larkin? Oh my love, 1,000 kisses is never enough
Never too
for
much,
me.
never too much, never too much, and I just don't want to stop. Never too much, never too much, never too much. Yes.
Bow, 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 bow.
So that song samples that, and he put that.
Great song, Michael
It
Larkin.
is, and he put that on his album with her and Jada singing and just all that, and they're in love. That was like '02. But I'm like, it's interesting, man, just to see the trajectory of where their marriage and relationship went. Like, I just, man, that would fuck with any man's head, like you mentioned. Poor Will Smith has to deal with that now, and you've just seen him go off the deep end. And Jada Pinkett, man, fucking hoe, man, fucking hoe.
Mike Larkin, Jesus.
What?
That's not nice language to describe a lady, Mike Larkin.
Grandfather, can't we resolve this conflict without anger? Applebee's has rats. I found one of my Cobb salad.
I think you meant to put the dang onions in the salad.
Honey, I don't mean to be a pain, but I asked for no onions on this. Well, I'm so sorry. I thought you asked. No, no, don't interrupt me. I think you meant to put the onions on my dang salad. Yeah, but
Let's go get kicked out of Applebee's.
why do you want to go kick that Applebee's? Just come on, come on. You'll see. You'll see.
See, you guys love Applebee's, and that's white trash fancy, Mike Larkin. That's like mid tier, like white. There's a song about that, right, Mike Larkin? Like fancy, like having the fancy dinner at Applebee's. There's a country song, right, Mike Larkin?
Applebee's on late night. Yeah, okay.
See,
So
I knew you knew that song, Mike Larkin. You guys all know that song, Mike Larkin. See, talking about the Oreo milkshake, taking a girl out to nothing says fancy schmancy like taking your date to an Applebee's dinner, getting the 2 for $20, getting an Oreo milkshake, and
let's go out tonight, have a gourmet meal, just with the whole family together. We go to Applebee's, but no Applebee's. There is no Applebee's here where I am anymore. There's like no Applebee's.
it's just Chili's now, Mike Larkin.
So, like I was saying, folks, there's no Applebee's.
That's also white trash fancy. Chili's is also white trash fancy, so that can also work.
So as I was saying, there's no Applebee's right now in town, but there is one like in the town. I like Chili's, man. Chili's is my jam. I mean, we've been to Chili's a lot. We enjoy our Chili's and our
Chili's, baby.
bag.
Dr. Evil. I'll make you a deal. You keep your money. You give me the baby.
Come
Come
here,
here, little
little baby.
baby.
Get in my belly. I went on the Subway diet like Jarrett.
I lost 300 pounds.
Only problem is my neck looks like a vagina. Oh,
I'm not gonna say it.
such a great show, man. It's such great movies. It is what it is. I mean, you say what you want to say. I don't care. You know how it is. It is what.
Whatever. I do what I want.
But I will say this: what you should do is check out our shows, man, because we give you stuff like this each and every time. Sometimes we go off, sometimes we stay on track, but otherwise we're just being us. And I know y'all love that authenticity. So I gotta say before we close this out, thank you so much for listening to another edition of the Steve and Mike Show. We hope we've entertained you for this last hour.
Yeah. Well, I hope that this was at least somewhat interesting. And not the best show. I'm still dealing with a little bit of pain here. I'm trying to get my leg properly elevated still, so it's a little bit harder to get the flow going as far as conversation wise. But
That's
I really appreciate everybody who listens to us, and I always appreciate you, Mike Larkin. Always
I appreciate you too.
doing it up with me. I love talking to you no matter what. I hope that this was at least mildly entertaining. If you've made it this far, congratulations. And I wanna mention that my band Kool Spectrum is gonna be playing a show November 11th if you're on Long Island in Northport at the Twisted Cow Distillery from 3 to 6 p.m. November 11th. It's a Saturday, and if you guys want to come down and see me play on one foot, play the drums on one foot, and see our band do our thing, we're Kool Spectrum. We're all on the spectrum. We're all very proud of that, as as we are here, and we would love everybody to come down. So just wanted to put. I was obligated to put that in. So yeah.
Shout out to now. What's that charity? Autism. What? Go ahead.
Also, we're working with. Oh yeah, that's right. We're working with a charity called Autism Communities. They're a wonderful charity. They do a great job helping young adults that are on the spectrum find independent living and good situations for housing and things like that, and living situations and how just living independently. And they're great people, they're a great organization, and we're really honored and happy to work with them.
Alrighty, and the link will be in the description below. And I saw what you did there, sir. I'm not on the spectrum, as you said, as we are here. I'm not on the spectrum. I know what
Mike
you're.
Larkin, Mike Larkin, are you not proud? Are you not proud, Mike Larkin?
First of all, because I'm not autistic, I'm not on the spectrum. It's ridiculous because here's the thing: you say shit and you think it's like it's what I'm going to say.
You made my head go so far that I disappeared. See that I disappeared.
I see, but I disappear. Do you bury me when I'm gone? Like Metallica in Mission Impossible 2. Oh God. Anyway, that's the thing, man, is the fact that you like to say shit out there and you think it sticks because it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'll do this. I'm going to say he's on the spectrum. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that. Derp, derp, derp. I'm
Mike Larkin, Mike Larkin, there is no way, first of all, that you're not on the spectrum.
Why
knowing all of the dates that every movie and every song was made, that's the spectrum, Mike Larkin. There's no way you're not on the spectrum, first of all. Second of all, what's wrong? What's wrong with being on the spectrum, Mike Larkin? Why are you against that? Why do you have a problem with that? What's the matter with that, Mike Larkin? You have a problem?
I only got one thing to say.
What's that?
Great movie. Great movie. Rain Man, great movie. So the fact of the matter is, folks, we're on the spectrum. We're doing the damn thing.
I hate you so much.
You're welcome. So the link will be in the description for the charity and for Kool Spectrum. So you can check out because you do. I'm gonna give you props. I'm gonna give you some love as always, man. Y'all got a great thing going with the band.
Some of the what?
What?
Give me some props. Some of the what was that?
Love. Give me some love.
Some love. Oh, some love.
We're surrounding you with love. Is it the crank? Are you riding the white pony, son? Yes. So the links will be So the links will be in the description so you can check out everything, and please support the charity that Steve did state because it is a great charity. I looked into it myself. It's good stuff. Yo, man. So before we do close this out, I want y'all to subscribe to my channel and keep it up, man, with the subscribers. I'm loving it. Subscribe to this son of a gun over here with his real islands over here showing his Islanders footage and videos, and subscribe to Steve and Mike show clips.
Real Islanders Pride, Islanders Pride on YouTube,
Yep.
SM. We have the Facebook pages. We've got the YouTube channels. Check those out. Check me out on Twitter at Real SM Show One because I am the OG, and also at Steve Nicks and at Golden Age Pod. We're going to be continuing Golden Age Pod very soon, so check that out. And don't forget, I was the originator of the SM Show One handle, and not anybody else.
I hate everything you stand for. So check out.
I hate everything about you. Why
do I love you? So
I love you too, Cookster.
Love you too, Cookster. So check out SM Show 1, MCL92, Larkin_92, M Larkin MV. Check me out doing my thing for the LFC Lingerie Fighting Championships, Capital Championship Wrestling, and each and every time with my homie G, Stevie Nicks. So links will be in the description. And as well, I will add this because I actually forgot to mention this in the show. Like,
our website too. We have a website.
Don't forget the website. SteveandMikeShow.com. Check us out.
Yay. Yay.
Okay. One other thing I forgot to mention because I did write down for Halloween today. As you know, we love us some DComs. We've talked about our favorite DComs in the past. Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire came out 23 years ago today. Caroline Ray, Charles Shaughnessy, man. Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. Robert Carradine as Van Helsing. Oh my goodness. Back when Disney Channel actually played good DComs. So, yeah, just wanted to throw that in there, man. Okay. You weren't a fan of Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire?
I mean, the Disney stuff, man. I'm just over all the Disney stuff.
Why you got hate in your heart, man? Disney Plus,
because they're full of. They say they're family friendly, and then they sell sex to kids. So, screw Disney. Screw Disney. I'll say it. Screw them. I want to see him go. I would love. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm not hoping that people lose their jobs or anything, but I would love to see Disney go down in flames.
So what you've just turned into is Cooper from Eurotrip. We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. I see you.
First of all, I didn't turn. I've always been Cooper. First of all, you know that I've always been Cooper.
This band rocks. This
isn't where I parked my car.
This isn't where I parked my car. You got a little something right here. This band rocks.
Oh, here's a fun fact. You made out with your sister, man.
Friggin' hold on. And then he goes over and just kicks the shit out of the robot. Friggin' shot to the robot and the robo balls. Error. That whole entire movie. If you've never seen Eurotrip, check it out because it's good shit. But before we close this out, thank you all for listening. Thank you for tuning in and staying with us with our zaniness. And we will see y'all in the next episode. So, homie, do you have any final words before we close this thing out?
Thank you all for listening. We really do appreciate it. Thank you to I want to say also thank you to everyone who sent me well wishes about my my ankle and my foot. I really do appreciate it. It's meant a lot to me. It's been a really tough week for me this week. And I really appreciate all of the support that I've gotten. So for everyone that reached out and has been reaching out, I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate every single one of you. It has helped a lot. And so I'm going to keep going, trying to do the best I can, keep fighting through this. And your support is invaluable to me. So thank you all for all of the well wishes and the positive thoughts and the good vibes you've sent my way. I appreciate it.
You got to get through this, huh? I got to get through this. I got to get through this. I got to make it through. Said I got to get through this. I got to get through this. I got to make it.
Get my mind off you. Give me one more chance and then we'll be okay.
Until I'm over again. Say I love you. And every time I make you burn. If only I can get through this. I just got to get through this. He's going to get through this, but he's going to be good. And also, before we close out, a couple of broken ankles. Hey, all I'll say is when you go to the doctor, Just make sure their keys are not left in the car. And on that note, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. And we'll talk to you in the
My
next.
dad's gonna kill you, Mike Larkin.
I'm only kidding. He knows that I love him. Steven, stop talking about me. Good night, everybody.